Hey, I am Lee Shay Johnson and I reside in Las Vegas. This is somewhat a self introduction because I am going to get in and talk to you about my trip to Africa. I went to Liberia as well as Ghana. So before I get into the ways that you can help, the ways that you can give back, my experiences in Africa, I thought it would be appropriate for you to know just a little something about me. This was the first time ever I experienced Africa. Now, let me say that some parts are going to be extremely emotional, but I have about 10 ways. If that's you, I'm only speaking to you. You know who you are. If you have the heart and you want to give back and you want to do something, there's going to be opportunities that's going to present itself. And you can take it from there. I will open up the door for you and you can go from there. So right off the bat, I do have my essential oils, which is self-care, because as I take you through my journey, it's very emotional. What I will say to you that I am a traveler, meaning that I always pick a destination somewhere to go every year. So with that being said, as a single mom, I've taken my two children with me, but as they are adults now, without me aging myself and telling on myself, they're 32 and 43 now. But when they were younger, we did have the opportunity to go to Hawaii, Spain, Madrid, Barcelona. But in my adult life, I'd been to Mexico about 50 times. I think, my name is at the airport, hey, let her in, let her in. With that being said, so I've been to Paris, I've been to London, I've gone to Dubai, you name it. And I've been there, China, Japan, old Shanghai, new Shanghai. So with that being said, let me move forward. But I just kind of want you to know a little bit of my background. So growing up, I remember my mom, my grandmom, or family member basically saying, you better eat all that food off the table because kids in Africa are starving. Okay, many years ago, right? So I'm on the other side of 60. So that stayed with me, kids in Africa are starving. So most of you that's watching this clip, you've probably seen videos with kids eating with their hands, whatever flies all around them. I'm going to get into that part a little bit later. But nevertheless, we've seen it. Or we've seen them, dress in their culture and they out there getting down. Hey, I done learned me one or two little steps. So I'm going to break that down too. As well as the garments and as well as how does one marry a man that's got 4 or 5 wives. I'm going to spill the tea. So with that being said, I grew up with my parents basically saying, coming from a single household, my grandmother raised me. So let me get that out the way. Single mom raising 2 kids. So let me get that out the way. So there's nothing stopping you if you want to travel. It's about planning, saving, and take the appropriate steps. So even as a single mom, I travel with my children and we plan the whole year out. Today, I am a licensed realtor here in Las Vegas. So with that being said, I do real estate. Okay, so there we go. But I also do events. When I say events, it's concerts, blah, 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 blah. It's not about me right now, but I do want to give you just a little bit of my background because I want to feel like I'm talking to my family. I'm talking to friends. I'm talking to family, those that are curious, because I was curious. I was also afraid. I don't know, if that's the word I should use, but I was uncomfortable. So, sometimes when we're uncomfortable, we avoid the situation instead of just jumping right on and researching and find out about it. So I heard about that growing up. Kids in Africa are starving, so you better eat all your food. So I don't know if that was like a sign of implementing obesity. Okay, can we talk? Because you already full. So instead of putting one piece of chicken, string beans or what have you, and macaroni or cheese or potatoes on the plate, one spoon and you can go back for seconds. I kind of came up with, we finished the whole pot so that my grandmother can wash the dishes. So you could be full, but we ain't throwing nothing away. Put it on your plate and just go ahead and eat it. Even though you're full, kids in Africa are starving. Okay. So point one. Point two, can't go over there. Okay, well, I mean, this is 2026. Can't go nowhere, right? That's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to think. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to do a self-intro so you get to know a little bit about me, so then you'll know where my heart is when I say what I say. This is no GoFundMe. I'm just letting you know about my experiences. I finally had the opportunity and the privilege to go to Liberia and stay for a month. Child, is that a fly? Stay for a month, and then I went over to Ghana. When I tell you, shame on me that I have been all over the world and I have not been. So times we listen to people, they ain't been nowhere, but it's amazing how powerful the things that they say and the things that they put into us, we don't move forward. So I'm saying that to say I regret not going sooner than I did. I'm new to the whole YouTube thing when it comes to my personal experiences. But I have shared some information like on real estate and some information on trauma, because been there too, but that did not stop me from going to Africa. I'm very blessed to have been able to go and be able to have the energy. I'm going to say energy because, baby, I went everywhere. I was at the club. I was at karaoke, fine dining. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. So I am going to do about 12 videos because it's going to take me about 12. So this is just going to be called the self-intro. Like I said, I'm a licensed realtor right here in Las Vegas. I'm with Coldwell Banker. I'm just sharing my experiences with you and challenging you to step out of your comfort zone, be open, and go to Africa if you have not been. So what I'm going to share with you is how to adopt a student in Africa. Not, the paperwork, you're going to court, you're doing all of that. When I say adopt a student, there's a way for you to adopt a student and just pay for their education, which is like, as of today, I was still there in 2026, so this is a video for 2026. It's about $200 a year. I know. You're saying $200 a year. That's about $16 a month. Let me tell you, can I just keep it real? I used to have to drag my kids out the bed, threaten them just to go to school. That was like really across the street. Walking distance, just across the street. There's no free education in Africa. So just take a moment to digest that. There's no free education. So starting from pre-K all the way to 12th grade, it's about $200 a month. So I'm going to do one video on how you can adopt a student, basically pay for their education. $16 a month. Okay, I'm going to get into that. Then I'm going to get into, this one is a pet peeve. This one right here, when I think about it, I still cry. But how can we give back and help the village? Process that. The village. How can we help the village? I'm going to get into that, and I'm going to get into what I did. So the 8 topics that I'm going to share with you is something that I personally did on my journey in Liberia, and then we'll get into Ghana. All right? So adopt a student, help the village, the tailoring school, the women, the men that are sewing, the garments. So the next couple of videos, I'm going to start wearing some of the pieces. So when I say if you want to help the tailoring school, I have direct connect. So you're not going through Peter, Paul, Diane, Carol, Lucy. Direct connect. So I'm going to wing through you now. So don't just be blowing me up to blow me up. I need your heart to be in it. Wanting to help. Willing to help. Because we all praying for the people in Africa. So keep praying. Keep praying. But those that are able, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So donating to the tailoring school. And then I'm going to show you a couple of outfits that they made. Let's just talk about my hair. Let's just talk about this right here. Okay, I had my hair done the middle of January. I am still rocking my hair 2 months later. 2 young ladies braided my hair. I'm not even going to tell you what I paid. You know, I'm going to spill it to you a little bit later, right? Individuals, I freaking love it. Individuals. Baby, this hair's still holding up. I just like her. I mean, she's just funky, wild, and fun, right? You're going to see me one day let her down. I'm going to let her down one day. So anyway, and I'm going to try to keep the videos 10 minutes. This one's just a self-intro to let you know what I'm getting ready to do. Okay, so donate to the tailoring school where men and women are attending school for free. Okay, because someone is helping them where they can get a trade, they get a skill, they can go take care of their families, right? So I talk to them about entrepreneurship because this is a trade. What are you going to do with it? I'm going to break that down. Then you can adopt a youth. Okay. So remember, it's $200 a month, a year, $200 a year, $16 a month for one to go to school. Okay, well, what if they can't do that? What if they're about 13, 16, 17, 18 years old? There's other ways that they can contribute to society, be a part of society, help their family, each one, teach one, blah, 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 blah. There's a cybersecurity trade school. So I have adopted one child that is currently attending the cybersecurity school. Guess how much? Guess how much? Guess how much? $100. $100 US. Okay? And now they have a certificate that they can go get employment, right? Come on, USA. Hey, I'm just a realtor right here in Las Vegas. I'm reachable. If I can do it, so can you. Okay, so that's the cybersecurity school. You know we need that, right? So I talked about the tailoring school, cybersecurity school. I want to go to Ghana. Baby, I don't blame you. I didn't want to come back. So I have my little charts here because I did a little presentation. I don't want to say little, but you know, a little. I'm a seasoned event planner, so that was little. I did a presentation to my community, and I shared with them my experience as well as I'm sharing this information with you because I'm being challenged to put it out there. And Lord, know I'm a Leo and I love a challenge, baby. So I am just going to talk to you about my experiences over in Liberia and Ghana. So I have ways for you to go to Ghana. You've seen the IG, all that. If you want to buy some real estate up in Ghana, I mean, I am a realtor. I'm just letting you know, I'm going to spill the tea. So I'm going to talk about ways to get back. In Liberia, touring Ghana, as well as buying real estate, maybe want to do a little Airbnb. I'm just saying, I got you. I got you. So traveling to Ghana. And then what about empowering our women? Men, I'm not going to leave you out. I got something for you. But what about empowering our women? I'm going to figure out how to get a lot of the pictures, woo, posted. I told you it's going to get me. It's going to get me. But I'm going to stay connected with you. I'm going to stay connected. Empowering our women. From braiding hair to sewing. There's several foundations that are there that need your help. They want to build a school. Well, one room the women can learn how to type, learn computers. When I tell you Liberia is about 10 years behind, I ain't lying. Sewing. Just mentoring. How about you do a Zoom and just mentor? Is that your calling? Is that your gift? Whatever it is that you have, everybody have a gift. Somebody else can use it. So, empowering the women. Men, I got you. I went and spoke at about 7 different men organizations. And they were like videotaping me sitting on the edge of the seat. I'm like, am I your brother's keeper? Don't videotape me. Let's just talk. Let's just have conversation. Let me help you help yourself and do better than what you did last year. Because I can help you. Sometimes it's just an idea. When you think you're not helping somebody, you are. We just having conversation right now because I want you to get to know me so you can share my video, because somebody who you think can't help can help, because I didn't think I could until I got there, and I could not sleep. With the knowledge I have, the skills, the talents, the little $2. You may have $20, but I had $2 when I went. And baby, that $2 stretched. I'm just telling you what I know. So what you heard, let's just put a pause on that. Put a pin in that, okay? Because I'm going to break some stuff down for you. So empowering our women. An online university. Now, you know who you are. We're my teachers. We're my professors. Have you thought about going over and teaching at maybe like the University of Liberia? I have the resources that can help you. If that's what you feel as though your calling is, that you might want to go and teach for a year or two. We can check some boxes and go from there. But putting on an online school. So, you might be the Oprah or the Tyler Perry that got several dollars, and you hear my voice. My heart is there. Reach out, because I have the information. I'm just trying to get it out right now. I have the information. I'm going to get off of that because I'm going to come back and talk about my experience. Dr. Emmanuel, I love you. I actually spent the whole day at the University of Liberia. I had the opportunity to eat in the teacher's lounge, but this video right here is about me getting to know you and letting you know where I come from, where my heart is, and I mean well, by opening the doors, by helping our people in Liberia, in Africa. I'm specifically talking about Liberia. I went to Liberia. I went to Ghana. My pledge is for Liberia. They need a hospital. Woo, it's so much, so much, so much. Okay, and then how about helping the mayor? Okay, on my way to the village, I met the mayor. I ain't gonna drop no names now, but I got all the cards right here, baby. Got them all right here. Helping the mayor complete a rec center. So I just want you to close your eyes for a moment and think about a rec center. My kids play all the time at a rec center, things that we take for granted. Eating 3 meals a day, we call it breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, snack, snack. They're very fortunate to be able to get 1 meal a day. Let that resonate with you. They worry about how they're going to eat 1 meal a day. When we have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I'm a snack queen. I can out-snack you. Snack, snack, snack. I probably eat more snacks than I do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But the mayor needs music equipment. The mayor needs used bicycles, them scooter things. They don't have it. At least where I was, I know what they have because I've seen it. I have video footage. I have photos. Let's help the mayor. You know, that comes to logistics. It comes to getting a crate, sending a crate over. So it has to be like one day where we say, hey, here's going to be a crate. Everybody bring your used toys, clean out your garage, bring your games, the Monopoly games, your Scrabble games, your Trouble games, Life, all these games and toys that we have in the garage that we know our kids is not going to use no more. And we keep saying we're going to take it to Goodwill or we're going to take it here, and we end up putting it in the trash when the kids is not paying attention and say we didn't give it away. I got you. So we can send those things over to Liberia and let the kids experience riding a bicycle, riding a scooter. We can call them hoverboards. I can't even balance on one of them hoverboards. So, ways that we can help Africa. I appreciate your time. This is just a self-intro because we're going to have conversation, you and me, about my travels to Africa as a single mom with 2 beautiful adult children. Oh, I'm a nana now. Let me not forget my grandbaby. I have a grandbaby of 5. He's 5 years old. So I'm just your average. Always worked 2 to 3 jobs. But I made it happen. So either you have a giving heart, you have a willingness. I have ways for you to give back. So something that I'm going to say in another video that might touch you. And then you can call me. Please don't call me with no nonsense. Please don't come on no nonsense because I don't have time for that. This is a plea for help. Africa. Blessings to you, and I pray that when you see this video that you are in good health. Your family as well. Peace and blessings to you. I do detox, especially after I'm going to share and pour my heart out. I have to find a safe space for me. And I ask God to just replenish, restore, and give me strength to make sure that my message get through clearly to you without distractions. God bless. To the next video.